Welcome to Quiet 1103. This video will show you what the Quiet board should do when it's first programmed, the setup procedure for Windows, and a look at the Quiet demo software, which can be used to check the functionality of the hardware as well as changing some of the default settings. Alright, so after you have your Quiet board completely built, you'll want to come over and plug into it, pin 1 to pin 1, and hit Program. Let's get the scoot over here a little bit. You'll see the lights light up, digital output 7 and 8 will start to flash, and that's the actual programming going back and forth. And then all your digital outputs will illuminate saying programming is complete. You then will come and disconnect your Picket 3 and plug in the Quiet board to your computer. On Windows, you should see it pop up and say installing driver right there. Ta-da! What the heck? And then successfully installed. Yay! Take note that it says COM3. That is the port that you'll be opening up in our next section. So now that we have this successfully installed, we'll jump into our internet browser. We'll go google.com, ISU Robotics Club, big bold text, projects page, scroll down to the bottom, Quiet board, file archive, Quiet main, and then we'll want to download quietsetup.zip. Download. Boom. See if we can get this thing lined up a little bit better right here. As you'll notice, the USB light is solid right after it configures. So then we want to go to File Explorer. Oh dear. Downloads, Quiet Setup, and we'll want to run Quiet Demo. Run. Now, if everything is configured right, you should be able to just hit open and it will connect right away. If things are wrong, you'll want to open up port settings and modify them to match this with whatever your COM port name is if it's not COM3. But we can hit open, it'll sync up, you'll see our version software down here, and you'll see that as we click our digital outputs on the board light up. And as we move our analogs, you'll see that those illuminate as well. Whee! It kind of looks crappy in the video, doesn't it? We also have this function called bind here, which will tie the digital inputs and analog inputs to the analog outputs and digital inputs. So we hit bind, and then when we click a button, you'll see that it affects the corresponding output. We're going to turn that off now. One really nice feature about the configuration software is PWM. So say we want to run more than 2. So we click over here and we say enable 6 and 7. And so now 6 and 7 are configured as analog outputs or PWM outputs. And so I can change the pulse width there, change the pulse width here. And then to take it a step further, so that you can control multiple servos, you can actually click servo mode, and so it'll change it to a 20 millisecond pulse with a 1 to 2 millisecond pulse width. And so then you can do your servo mode and change your times back and forth. Now, to make life a little bit easier, you can save these settings here. To work with your program in LabVIEW, come into File, Board Settings, and you'll want to click Save Output, unselect Watchdog, and hit Download. So that will load the information, all of this information, into the Quiet board, and then write flash. And now the settings should be saved so that when I restart, the current output state of all of the outputs and the PWM mode / servo mode will be loaded in as well. There are other things in here, like there's the UART port, the SPI port, and the I2C port that can be configured from here as well, but that is beyond the scope of this video. So to prove it, we'll hit close here, and we'll open up our port, and we'll disconnect our quiet board. So see, everything's off, and then when I boot up, it should be in the same state that it was. And lo and behold, it is. We still have servo mode on our output 2, 1, 7, and 6. So then you can reconnect, and all the settings should be read back in, and you have control to continue doing a few little demo knobs and buttons here and there. Pretty simple, good software, works well most of the time. And that's all. Thanks for watching this short video. Please like, share, subscribe with all your friends, and have an excellent day.